Pablo Gunner here to talk to you about my nerdy fitness, which is My Hero Academia Deku workout week dos. So this is my second week. I really just for the first week I did my own thing, and the way is like it's just a slow build up. Like I did light weights and I was pretty sore, and then on that second day that I did lifting again, like I wasn't sore. I was not that sore, at least. I was barely sore as doing the exact same workout, chest and back. That wasn't too bad. And so for this week, I kind of continued that, but I was like, I'm gonna step up the weight. So instead of doing like tens, well, I'll do tens with the first set, right? 3 sets of 20, and then I'm going to move up to 15 pounds and then do 3 sets of 15 for the workouts that I did. And I'll post those workouts so that people can follow them if they want. This week, I also was like, all right, well, I want to do back. When I was like, I'm going to do back and chest. I'm going to work out with somebody that hopefully is doing one or both of those. So I teamed up with this guy in the gym that I work with named Logan. And he's pretty much like the number two hero. And I say that because he's like the number two most jacked dude, at least that works out. I feel like probably at least in the gym in the mornings when I go. So at first I was like, dude, you're like All Might. I need you to train me. And then I was like, well, he's the second most jacked dude. So really he's Endeavor. And I think the most jacked dude, which I have worked out with before, he was doing something else. So as far as I know. And so I was like, I'll work out with him. And I've worked out with him before, so I know his workouts are hardcore. And I was like, I don't want to go that hard. This is only my second week. But that's the thing is when you're working out with the number two hero, this is what they look like. And this is exactly why they look like that. Because they don't go lightweight. They go hard and they go big. And that's why they're jacked dudes. So we were doing back and he was just doing like this crazy amount of weight. And I've, like I said, I'm doing sets of 20, sets of 15. No, I was struggling to do sets of 10. I was getting like, sometimes I was only getting like 5, 6, 8. And the thing is, he was setting the weight most of the time. And so I was just like, when we were doing pulls and he was doing the weight, I wasn't even looking at the weight to just be like, I just want to do it and do as much as I can. And he did the same thing. He said the same thing as the other guy that I would consider All Might, because he's like, that guy will be like, go sets of 15, then add weight, do sets of like 13 or 12, and then do a set of 10, and you add weight each time. And so this guy didn't do that. Logan didn't do that. He didn't add weight, but he was like, get sets of like 10 to 15. And so it was good. We did like some crazy thing. It was amazing workout. I don't even know how to explain it really. It was like some Rocky in a Russian barn style workout. And I'm like, dude, you have this whole gym to do all these workouts and do use all this equipment. And he's like, well, there's nothing like this. And I was like, there's that machine over there. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And so, but it was intense. I felt it. I felt it in the back. And then I did chest, and just with the chest as well. I stepped it up. I did flies and 3 sets of 20 with 20s, and then I stepped up to 25 and just did dumbbell presses, chest presses. My shoulder was popping like crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, that does not sound good. It didn't feel too horrible, but anyways, it just was like not bad. So then I did leg lifts, like hanging leg lifts for 15 minutes, pretty much until I was doing like sets of 20 until I just couldn't do it anymore. So once I was like, okay, I even did like 15, and then after that I just started dropping off, and I was like, I'm done. So I did cardio, and I've been trying to do a different cardio each day. Like the first day I was like, I did a quarter mile as fast as I could. Then I did the second day I did the bicycle, the sitting bicycle, so it's super lazy. but got a decent sweat out of that. I've been trying to step up the time too, where it's like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So it's a build as well. The third day, yesterday, I did the stair stepper, and I kept on putting the resistance up, or not the resistance, the speed. I think I just got up to like 5 or 6 and then put it down to 5 and then was like, that's a decent speed. I try to put it up each minute. That's what I do. Like either resistance or speed, I will push up. Today, I'm gonna do the workout again, where, like I said, it's forearms, thighs, tries, shoulders with dumbbells, and I'm gonna try to step up the weight again because I was already doing it fine earlier in the week. And then for cardio, I'm going to do 20 minutes, probably on the elliptical, because I'm trying to take it easy on my knees. I don't think I'm doing a good job because my knees are not feeling good. Just because I was like, I did so much running that I was like, I need to give my knees a break. I don't feel like I'm giving my knees a break. Oh, yeah. And then I do squats and lunges. So that's probably another thing that's not helping my knees with dumbbells. So, anyways, that's what I got. It's going good. It's going great. I try to work out on my days off. It's not working that great, but I am eating a little bit better. I feel like I'm looking better now that I'm lifting weights. I'm eating more protein, and I'm trying to just do protein and and mainly stick to that. I'm not really doing just that, but I'm trying to as much as I can, at least like 75% of the day or so, or like 75% of my food for the day, I guess, rather. But yeah, so it's going really good, but I do feel like it's great to do that, which is work out with guys that are like the jacked dudes, because they really push you, they really push themselves, and it does push you beyond your limits that you really thought you had. And so that's why it's great working out with other people. That's how you go beyond. Plus Ultra. Check out our merch like this at TNTM the store, where you can find our merch on sale with free shipping, because that's the way I do it. 5% of any profit that we make off our merch goes to a charity for the month. So help us, help a charity by buying merch. Get fit, get healthy. Thank you for watching, my fellow nerds and amigos.